Hey folks, welcome to Monday, the 14th of March 2022. And we're just a bit of a slow morning in Europe, albeit profitable for the European indices. We're DAX up 3.7%, Eurostox 3.2, Dow in the US up 1%, and the Euro making some good gains on what is a weak dollar today. So we have an increasing deterioration of the situation in the Ukraine over the weekend. I'll leave it to major news sources to fill you in on that. But we have had unfruitful talks again this morning between the Russian and Ukrainian foreign ministers. But really, on the data slate, not much to come. So we are going to be trading technically across the board here on these markets and keeping an eye out and an ear out for headline risk here. So let's get over and have a look at what we're seeing here in the charts. And actually, right now, the big one, let's just look at the big drivers here. So you've seen Dixie quite weak here at the moment. We're down about 0.35% on the Dixie, back through this line in the sand. I think it's kind of fitting with what we're seeing on the weekly bars. We're just going to get that back into view down there. We look over at the Dixie here. You can see a hammer on last week, closing candle of a hammer for the weekly. So a bit of reversal down, likely now. But while I would traditionally love to be looking on the longs in the euro, I still think there is risk premium to be built into this dollar. So would much prefer to be looking for longs on the euro at another time. I think we can, while we may pull back a certain amount this week on the dollar, I think we could, ultimately over the next 2 quarters, we are going to be looking to retest on trend way back up here. So currently weakness on the dollar though. There we go. We'll just minimize that. And then we will get up our NASDAQ and our SPOOS charts. And so, yeah, we're down about 10%, I think, overnight on the Hang Seng Index in Asia. And, tech is really getting walloped this morning as Shenzhen, a city, the sort of tech basket of China, where they make the iPhones. 17.5 million people going into lockdown over COVID risk now. So, the NASDAQ, while that tech sector is due to have a little bit of turbulence this week because of that lockdown, we're seeing the NASDAQ hanging out here, reasonably well supported, up 0.86 at market. Looking at this on the daily, you can see we're defended here, or sorry, the weekly bar, you can see we're defended by that 100 weekly moving average exponential, the bottom of last week and 2 weeks before that. Is this the dip to be bought? It's certainly looking like it. I mean, hurdles on the upside, 13,450 quarter and 13,704 even, which would 704 even would be the low the week of the 24th of January this year. So, I like the longs. I actually do like the longs. A little touch off the 100 weekly moving average. I think that'll be fine. And still looking for the longs. But of course, you gotta wait and see really how this market is shaping up as we come into the session at the earlier time today of 1:30, as we have this time differential that will be in place for 2 weeks between London and the US. So opening times will be 1:30. Oil at 1 o'clock. Gold will open at 12:20. So just keep an eye out for that for trading today. All right. So what else on the Dow? Let's look on the Dow here on the daily. So we have oil breaking down, which I'll get to in a minute now. But on the Dow, it's a little bit dirty looking here, to be honest, at the moment. But if we kind of go back out on the weekly bars, you'll see that we are similar to the NASDAQ, taking a bit up here. I haven't tested the 100 weekly on the Dow, so 33 on the upside target really here should be. Hold on a second, just lost the level there. 33,313's target soon to be hit. I think we can actually look forward to 33,696 this week on the Dow, and probably a test up towards the 20 EMA. So obviously the weakness is pretty much on this green one, 32,985. So I would rather be short below there at that area. And targeting down actually below 32,592s here, below this level, right? because I just think we will then need to retest down here, um, and for new lows really on the quarter. That's the Dow. Here we are. Yeah, on oil. Well, I'll quickly show you on some of these levels on oil. We have these weeklies, right? 106.14s, right? Big level. Where is that level from? Well, actually a treble low. So the low of pretty much 2011. Also the low of 2012. Double tap low 2012 here, right? So, you know, very, very significant level. You really got to be aware of these ones when you are trading oil. You know, big historical levels trading all over the place this past quarter. Well, really, actually, for the past 2 years, to be honest. So, target on the downside, we are pressing through last week's low from Wednesday, 5 p.m. low. Pressing through that 103.63's target for me on the downside here is actually that 100 spot 54 is the high of the week of the 22nd of Feb. And actually, you know, the bigger target to the downside here, boys and girls, is actually 99 spot 77s. You heard it here first. 99 spot 77s down around here. All right, 99 spot. We'll just call it there 79s, whatever. All right, that's the target on the downside. So can we do it in this session? I think we absolutely could actually hit that on this session. So stay tuned. Currently, a bit of support here coming in 103.63s, right? And that is to be expected on the breakdown there. You know, nice little push of a couple of dollars down so far from the 106s. All right, that's it. Bund on the lows. Nat gas also on the lows. You see Nat gas here just headed south. I think first target 4 spot 493s, and then below retest of the 20 EMA, which you know we almost had testing of that there 2 weeks ago, but yeah, I think these are the targets. If I show you nat gas on the daily or the weekly bar, right, you'll see here that you know it's being a bit high, not taking the bait of screaming to the upside over Russian invasion of Ukraine risk. So maybe we need to get back on these moving averages and probably a clean test of 4 spot 084s, which would be around the 50 EMA there. So our weekly EMA. Yeah, I mean we could go down the daily and get some better averages here. Might take a second to reload. There you go. So currently trading down here, so you can see how that trade kind of really works out. So yeah, the 20 daily moving average being pierced right now. So yeah, 4 spot 493's target for me on the downside. All right, so that's it there. What else could we look at? Gold. Yeah, I mean, look, it's a risk off morning. Sorry, a risk on morning. So with that, gold, T notes, bund all down, dollar down. So I think on gold we can easily target 1929s on the swing here. Would I be selling that at market? Absolutely not. I'd be waiting for a pullback to then get into that and then target down. So yeah, I just think the risk situation, the volatility is kind of dropped off quite a bit, but we have been quite high, and now you see nat gas pressing further into the lows here, just right over. Oh, it's right over there. So yeah, I think while oil might take a bounce here on Wednesday's low, I think we can continue on down generally throughout the rest of the session as we are imbalanced quite heavily to the downside. Bund continuing there. Yeah, Bund 161.35s. I'd like that for the longs. I think, you know, I'll be monitoring here heavily for this risk on tone to abate somewhat when we come in and find some support here. 161.35s. Lot of space to drop below there, though, if we can't find that support on the Bund this morning. And the euro, yeah, look, it's benefiting from this dollarized environment right now. So yeah, all right. That's it for me for another pre-US session. Looking forward to talking to the guys earlier today at the 12 o'clock marker. We're going to be back on the Discord, and yeah, we should be finishing up around 3 p.m. So we can get out there and enjoy this lovely rainy weather that I don't know if you have in the UK, but we certainly do here in Dublin. All right. Stay safe, trade well, only take the good trades, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.